Dr. Ejikeme Odumegwu Peter, popularly known as Owele of Nsukka, said there was demonstration of democratic principle in the screening exercise of aspirants under the platform of All Progressive Congress (APC). He made his observation at the Treasure Hotel in Abuja, where he was successfully screened to aspire for Igboeze North and Udenu Federal House of Representatives.
I'm here for the purpose of the screening as one of the aspirants into the Green Chamber of the National Assembly. So we had our screening just a few minutes ago, and by the special grace of God, I was screened through. I'm very much sad. So there was a demonstration of democratic principle in all the exercises carried out there from what I observed.
Speaking of his chances of getting the mandate of his people, Dr. Ejikeme said he has paid his dues as a philanthropist.
You cannot come out for this kind of difficult struggle because it's not easy to contest election and win it. You must be sure of your acceptance to your people. You must be sure of your social behaviors, the way you conduct yourself in society, and that will give you the base to believe that yes, you can stand out to win an election. And to me, in Enugu State and almost the whole of the Federation, I've already paid my dues in terms of philanthropy and good relationship with people. So I think it is enough for my people to consider me, at least to be there to uphold their interests, as far as the governance and the people is concerned.
Speaking on why he wanted to unseat the incumbent member of his federal constituency, Dr. Ejikeme disclosed that third tenure for an elective leader was not invoked in Nigeria's system when the leader failed to deliver good governance in his 2 tenures.
The person there has consumed 2 terms and still wish to go for third tenure. Third tenure is no more in vogue in Nigeria's system. Of course, he knew when third tenure issue stopped, when His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo wanted to go for third tenure in his office. It was kicked away. So, the same way, counting from presidents, we now told him that he cannot continue, even when there's no democracy dividend delivered by him. He hasn't done anything, to show for the people that at least he has gone to represent them in the National Assembly. He hasn't been able to move or sponsor any bill in the National Assembly. Then what is it then? We need to steer him away, and then people who know it can apply the seat. Even if it is not me, there's no problem. But I know the case to them is that it takes prayer for us to change this very system that is working the people, and that they should always hope in God that Messiah will one day come. I do not know if I'm the Messiah, but if God chooses me as one, I'll behave as one. Governor is the father of the state, and the state governor is the leader of the party. So any person coming from the state, whether in the same political party with him or not, they still have the blessing of his fatherhood. So the state governor is doing well, and that is why we rally around him. And that's why you found me in this party as well, because you cannot opposite somebody who you know is in the office and is doing well. Yes.
Speaking further, Dr. Ejikeme urged the leadership of All Progressive Congress to ensure that rights of all the aspirants were guaranteed at the forthcoming primary elections of the party.
Is to advise the APC, the party leadership, from the national to the grassroots, to the wards, to please ensure that people's rights is guaranteed. What right am I talking about? We have now done our own. We left for them to do their own by conducting a free and fair primary election. Anything outside that, anything outside the direct primary, is against the Electoral Act. And even if there is need for consensus, which is not repugnant to the political system in Nigeria, if there's any need for consensus, the person who is in charge or in the authority knows what to do. Because the consent of other aspirants must be sought if at all one person is considered with the power. So what I'm advising APC is to make sure that APC maintains its decorum. APC has been known for a good principle, and such principles should be maintained to ensure that nobody is treated like animals.
Dr. Ejikeme Odumegwu concluded that he has scaled through the first hurdle of his aspiration, therefore appealed to the people of the Igweze North and Udenu Federal Constituency of Enugu State to continue their enormous support and prayers for him to cross the second phase of the direct primary election. Miracle Osina Ogebe, Delicate TV, Abuja.